Morning, y'all. It's Libby with Gemini Homestead. Week number 5, garden update. I got some surprises, but I also have a lot of work. So I'm going to do this video a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more lengthy. We've got a storm coming on, I'm thinking of what is today's date, around the 4th, a Tuesday, March the 4th, 2020, looking at severe weather. As some of you know, and you can look back at previous video of a storm back in the spring of 2019, literally picked our greenhouse up and flipped it. So we have patched along the way. We're trying to get another year out of it. So I'm going to do a quick garden update. We're going to run outside, get the greenhouse secure, and then we have to transplant some tomatoes. But I'm going to turn the camera around. Y'all, I did purchase some more house tool seeds. I did a zucchini and 2 yellow squash. Crazy amazing that only the camera can show what has happened. Like I say, right now I am blown away. I'm getting germination on my park seed, my burpee, and a few Baker's Creek. Nothing like this house tool seed. I'm just here to tell y'all, and I'm not an affiliate. I'm not trying to promote them, but you know, a good product is a good product. I mean, I can't say anymore, but I'm gonna turn the camera on. I want to show you what these squash and this zucchini done in 3 days. I seed started on February the 25th, 2020. Now what you're seeing are Gold Star yellow squash, Gentry yellow squash, and a Pasola zucchini, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now, my germination was February the 28th. Today is March the 2nd. Do y'all see? March the 2nd now. So we are only 7 days from seed starting to now. Tell you what, I'm going to get this stick out just to give you, let's see. I'm going to put the point down. Can y'all see that? There's no comparison. If you look at these, okay, y'all, we're 16 days. We're 7 days here. Every one of them. It's crazy. Now here's an update on the zinnia. If you remember, we did the purple alyssum, which is right here. In the back, we have some basil, and let's see, oops, there's some more alyssum right there, and there's the basil. They're doing fine, y'all. Okay, now we're going to go to the first set of peppers, okay? I mean, they're crazy, y'all. Look, just laying over, okay? So it's time that I go ahead and I'm going to have to upsize them to a 2-inch cell because it's too soon to put them on in the ground. But let me show you something else. Now here's our tomatoes. If you remember, we started seed on February the 12th. Okay. I wanted to give on this end, let's see if I can move this up. I really like the Bonnie Best, the flavor, once I got them going last year from Baker's Creek. So I did another round. I just did a 6-pack, and I wanted to try another 6-pack of their Cherokee, just to see, okay? So here is the tomato plants. But we're going to move on over here, okay? See if I can angle the camera. All of these are going to have to be upsized. Do y'all see? Let me see if I can back out. Do y'all see? Look at it go up. You see these? That's Hoss Tools, y'all. Now remember the twin that I said I didn't want to fool with? I was hoping I wouldn't have to upsize. But I am going to separate them. But I don't know what else to say, guys. Look at this. But I'll take you to the garage and y'all can follow me. And I'll show you how I do separate 6-packs. But right now we're going to shut it off, get to the outside garden. We'll video that. And then we'll come back into the garage and work on our transplants.
Well, hello everybody. It's Buddy with Gemini Homestead. Today we're out here working on the greenhouse. As some of y'all may not know, if you hadn't seen the video, you can go back and watch it. But if you hadn't, this went through some tornadic weather when we first put it up. It actually flipped it over, actually throwed it over into the garden, on the fence, in the garden shed, punched a bunch of little holes in the side, and we've been patching on it. The seams have leaked ever since we got it, but I patched on them. I put silicone on it. We're just trying to make it, last as long as we can. So today we're going to wrap it in plastic because I'm tired of fighting these seams, and we're going to see what we can do. We're going to take plastic. I've got some little old clips I cut out of some CPVC. This is actually some electrical conduit, and I just cut them on a bandsaw, and we're going to put them on, lap it over, clip them for the hold. We're going to fasten it at the bottom, staple it down, just to kind of cover the top so it don't leak, just to ensure that nothing goes in the seams where everything inside ain't standing in water. I mean, we want to water when we want to, not when it just decides to pour in. Alright, we got the plastic on, and got a few clips on it. I'm going to have to go cut some more clips. Wind took plastic off last time, but some clips I guess blew away, or I don't know, Lippy may use them for something else, there's no telling. But right now we're pulling this plastic down. I've got a timber frame around the bottom, so I'm rolling it to try to get a little bit more strength to it when we staple it. And I'm just going to go around it, staple it all in, keep pulling it where it's tight, and then I'll come back and trim the excess off once we get done. And this is not greenhouse plastic. This is home box, deep, whatever you want to call it, whichever store you want to name it. You can go get Visqueen by the roll, and it'll last maybe a year, maybe better. That's what we're trying to get out of this thing, is maybe another year, so we can try to get another one. But I think it'll be. See how that wrinkle will get in there real quick? Alright, we're fixing to trim off the excess. I'm going to leave it a little long. And I'm going to take some greenhouse repair tape that I got. Try to roll this end down, keep the wind from getting between the two panels. And hopefully the clips will hold the top, staples hold the bottom, and hopefully it'll stay there. Alright, we're going to cut some clips. Using this little old conduit. I've got another joint of it. This is what's left over from another piece. But just cut some 2.5 inch pieces off of it. And then I'll turn it up edgeways on the bandsaw. And I'll cut my first cut. And then I'll rotate it just past 90 degrees. And I'll cut another slot out. And it'll form kind of a C shape where when you push it on that pipe, it'll open it up just enough that it'll clip over it. And it'll hold it like a spring. Now we got several of them cut. Now we're going to one thing I didn't tell you earlier is I don't cut a square approach into it, cut it at an angle. That way when you slip it on the pipe, it'll spring out and it's a lot less likely to tear your plastic. I'm going to take them over, I'm going to clean them up with a file, get everything dressed up. That went away, didn't it? Get them all dressed up and then we'll take them out there and clip them on. Alright, we got these clips done. We're going to go around, install some more of them. Pop them on. We'll finish out going around it. And once we get the clips on, then we're going to have to work on the windows. Trim these windows out so they'll be able to open up. And we're going to see how it does. And we may have to come back and do some seam tape on them. Don't know yet, but we're going to see how it goes. That's all you can do, right? Alright, well for right now we just tucked it up in here. Time is right up on top of us, so we're trying to hurry. We got another storm coming in, and of course that's why it tore up the last time, so we're trying to hurry up so we can hopefully save what we got and hope we don't tear it up again, but that's what we're going to go with for right now.
Okay, we're out in the garage. I got 72 tomato plants that I need to scale up from the 6-inch cells. Remember, I love these 6-inch cells. And I'm gonna put them, now this is a 4-inch pot, okay? In this pot, all I've done is put my soil, and I've got that in another video. But what it is, it's, you know, for the ones that's not seen it, it's in the Garden 2020 playlist. But this is strictly just compost that we do every year. There is also some mushroom compost that we did purchase last year, 2 years ago. It's organic base. I've got some perlite in there. Y'all know I like my peat moss to really give them some looseness so they can do what they need to do. But got a lot of them to do. But I wanted to show y'all. This is a Hoss tool. That's a Bonnie Best. No, it's crazy. But I got a lot of them. I'm not going to let you sit there and watch the whole thing. But how I do the 6-packs, and we'll do the Creole, okay? Now, this is a Baker Creek. It's labeled. Now, I'm not going to put sticks in every one of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to label the first one. But now you got to keep up with it when you do it like this, and I'll have it in my ledger. But I'm going to mark a little number 1 on here, on the back side, okay? Therefore, I can put just a 1 right here, very small. Now, these are ones that I reuse every year for ourselves. This is not the ones that I sell in plant starts. So I don't mind writing on them. But I'll put a number 1 here. That lets me know that that is a Creole tomato, okay? And so forth, because it saves on the sticks. It really does. And it's really wet. But, well, this one's not, there's not but 3 plants in here. Let's go to this one. Okay. So we'll work on the Bonnie's Best, because I really want you to see it. Now, this is not for everybody. You got to do what's best for you. You can take a little stick or a tool to remove them individually. But they're very pliable. You can bend them. So we'll work on the Bonnie's Best. And I'm going to take my hand through here. Now, remember, there's a dual in here. But I'm just going to get my hand in here. This is how I do it. I'm going to try to do it slow so y'all can see. Move this out of the way. And I just take my fingers, I separate them. And then I can just lightly squeeze each cell, okay? So my hand that is fanned out is going to catch them. But I'm not going to bend them, okay? Oh, I got one missing right here. Okay, there they are. Now I'm going to gently just drop them in that soil. And like I say, it takes practice, but this is how I've done it every year. It works for me. And let's see. This is the dual. I'm going to go ahead and do this while I have y'all watching. I'm going to come in and I'm just going to loosen. And what I'll try to do is when I edit this, I'm going to try to crop it and bring it up some. Now, this is very tricky. These are things, remember, if I told y'all, I've got a heavy hand. I'm not one of them that is able to plant 6 and take my time and separate them. Of course, they'd have to be separated much, smaller. Just doesn't work for me, y'all. Some people have that knack. Lippy does not. And I think it's because Lippy don't have patience. I tried to get a lot of things done in a day. Okay, I've got them separated. Now, these 2 can go into shock. I'm just going to set it into my cell. Okay. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but you'll get the visual. I'm just going to top it off with my soil. And then this is what I do. I take my finger to the center. Okay, because I want it to be in the center. And I just lightly tap it. Okay. That gives me a good base. And then I'll add a little bit more. And we're done, okay? But like I say, them 2 will probably go into shock because I fooled with them. That's why I try to do just 1 seed. I will take the time to do that. And if I don't get a germination, as in, there's 3 that didn't, oh well. But if I'd have put 2 to each one, then I'd have had to try to separate them or make the choice to dispose of one. And this is just what works for me. So, I'll just set that one down. And now I've got, because I ended up with a total of, 7? So I'll do this one more. And like I say, these are the Bonnie Best, right? Yep, Bonnie Best. But I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to use a 6-pack on them house ones. I'm just saying, y'all, man. It just may be my 2020 may be Lippy's luck, okay? After last year's failure with all the storms and trying new things, which is something I don't do, there's many, many reasons why things failed. But there's our 2 little plants. You see, I got a lot more to do. So I'm going to get all of these done. And yeah, we got a lot of work ahead of us. I will be changing, and let's see. Yep, today I'll be putting my potatoes in my potato beds today. I'm going to video that. That'll come out probably Tuesday. I do mine a little bit different. With the storms coming in, I'm actually going to put a blanket on them. I don't want all this hard work, you know, to be destroyed by storms, because they're saying we may get hail, possible tornadoes. You know, that's just what they say. Who knows? We don't know till it comes, but like I always say, it's better to be prepared than not. So, got a whole lot of this to do, and I'll bring you back once we get them all done. Okay, 72 tomato plants. I did bring the zinnias out. I did bring the marigolds out. Okay, they're in the center of the greenhouse. Now I'm going to tilt this down so you can see. Now these have holes in them, so when I water, they're not going to be standing in water. Okay, and we have a rock bottom, so we have filtration. But let me move you up, and we're going to get the book out. So I'm going to sit down, we're going to go over the book, and I'm going to show you how I actually mark these. Y'all, the wind's picking up, storm's coming in. Let's cross our fingers. Y'all can hear the paper flapping. Let's hope that the greenhouse holds. Okay, so we did all of them, and if you remember, I said now for our personal use, I reuse these cells. So I do not mind marking on them, and then I'll reuse them. But we're going to use this as an example. I know that we have a Hoss Tool Celebration Tomato. Okay? On the back side, I've got a number 3. Okay? So I'll go down here to my book, and I'm going to mark number 3. Then the rest of the plants, for instance, will have a number 3. That way I know, even if I lost this, I know that they're marked number 3, and I can go to my book and know which plant that was marked number 3. There's a total of 8 tags, which is 8 plants. So I've got 8 different varieties of tomatoes. I grabbed this one, for instance, a number 1. A number 1 is at Bonnie's Best, okay? This one, like I say, y'all, I mean, we're just going to have to see, okay? Hoss Tool. But this number 8, let's see what a number 8 is. All right, number 8 is a Jamestown. Let's look at number 4. It's a celebrity, but it's a park seed. They're a little, I say shallow, but very healthy. I did end up having to separate only 4. So that wasn't too bad. Like I said, I don't like to put but 1 seed. So out of 72 plants, I only had to separate, 4. Not too bad. But y'all, this saves on tags by doing it like this. And like I said, for resale, for my plant starts, no, I would have to use an actual cell cup, an individual tag, or a 6-pack, as I showed y'all. When I got through with those 6-packs, while I'm down here, let me show y'all something. You just wash them up. They're ready to go. I always take the time to go ahead and wash mine. Let them dry a little bit, stack them. That way, I don't like to just put something up dirty, because to me, when you're ready to plant, you got to start washing and scrubbing. If you'll go ahead and wash and scrub, put it in a, y'all see what I'm sitting on right here. These are all sale starts in this bucket here. I put them in there, and they're ready to go next year. But anyhow, this is week number 5. It's a long video. We showed you what we did to the greenhouse. Yeah, this right here. Let me see now, before we finish the video. Celebration. 2/12. February the 12th. Okay? Today is March the 2nd. y'all look at this. And I'm going to actually set the book down. I'm just going to bring it up, then we'll finish the video. But I want y'all to see something. I hope the camera captures this. I want you to see. I've seen a lot of plants in my life. And I've got good ones, don't get me wrong. And this is kind of, let me see. I'd say I'm kind of used to something like this, okay? You know, that's about standard for 3 weeks. But nothing like this thing here. Like I say, I don't know. But anyway, we did bring them on out to the greenhouse. I had them in, you know, underneath light. I normally acclimate them to the back patio, back inside in the evening. But I've been checking the temperature for a week. We can get into the 40s and it still holds 69 to 75 degrees. So guess what? I'm going to bring them out here. Perfect temperature. It's going to get the light that it needs. I'm really not concerned. Now, they'll go into little shock since I transplanted all of them. But other than that, y'all, I think they're going to do just fine. I know them zinnias over there needed to come out. Yeah, they're just crazy. And let me show y'all real quick before we get off up close. This is that squash. Remember? Hoss tool. What did we say? Let's look again. If I don't have this, y'all, okay, $2.25. Y'all look at that. It's crazy. So, what is Lippy doing this evening? I'm punching on that phone and ordering me some more seeds. Of course, I want to do heirloom as well as hybrid. I'm getting me some seeds, y'all. They'll last a while. I'm not taking any chances. I want to make sure I've got plenty of groceries to grow. So, the next video coming out, it'll be a quick recipe video on Monday. Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll post the potato video. And those are some new potatoes we're going to try. We're going to see. I've never had a blue potato. Looks purple. Remember I mentioned that, but hey, we're going to try it. See what it's all about. But those need to go in the ground. They're going in today, I think. I may end up just, because of the storms, I may actually give it another day. They have been cut now a week today. I like to get them in the ground within 7 days. I may be a day late. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. But we're going to stop the video. See y'all tomorrow with I almost gave it away. A great dinner, or as I say, supper. Easy, healthy, 15 minutes, you're done. Phenomenal recipe. The whole family loves it when I do it. But it's fish. So if you like fish, tune in. Or if you don't like fish, tune in. Either way, until next time, God bless.